Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is the latest installment in the series, the last one by Hideo Kojima. As most people know, Konami had a falling out with Kojima as his contract with them got closer to ending. So how does the game hold up to previous installments? It's fantastic. It's the best one in the series by far. But is it perfect? Well, let's hop right to it. The game begins 9 years after Ground Zeroes, where Big Boss is waking up from a coma in the hospital. He's slowly regaining his strength. He gets under attack by a mysterious woman and the man on fire. However, a man named Ishmael is there to help him escape. It is this introduction that prepares us for the world of Metal Gear Solid 5 and its atmosphere. It is brilliant, it's beautiful. However, after this scene is where most people become split on the game. So let's begin with the cons. Number 1. The lack of a storyline. There are very few cutscenes in this game, and what ones there are very small compared to previous installments in the Metal Gear series, which is actually quite sad. However, they did include what's known as cassette tapes that you earn and collect throughout the game. It's with these tapes that you can dive deeper into the mythos and the history of the background of the characters. I like this. It reminded me a lot of the previous Resident Evil games, the original trilogy, where you would collect files, dive deeper into mysteries. It was fantastic. I like this. It reminded me a lot of that. On number 2, the villain, Skullface. He is very disappointing. In fact, he's only in one chapter of the game, and he's this big bad villain that it's built up thinking he has a huge plan, but in fact, he just wants to destroy languages. It's kind of mess, disappointing. However, the scene when you do finally kill him is actually a very emotional and sad scene. It's where Big Boss and Miller just end up shooting off different parts of his body, and it flashes back to their past lives, before they went through this whole 9-year mess. It's beautiful. I actually like that. It's very touching. However, you don't actually fight Skullface in a boss fight. You don't fight him at all. He just gets injured by Metal Gear, and then you get that cutscene after you beat Metal Gear. It's really, really sad. It's disappointing. Speaking of boss fights, con number 3. The boss fights. And there's only like 2 boss fights. One of them is Metal Gear. And to be honest, this was a disappointing fight for me. It wasn't that hard. All you have to do is just run down this road here, jump in this vehicle like this one, just make sure it's the right vehicle, and then use this cannon and just unload on Metal Gear. You will slowly deplete his health, especially aim at specific spots and stun him. It's pretty much ridiculous how his health goes down like so quickly. He did end up resting my vehicle, and I had nothing. There's no way I could use it again. Yet I was able to pull out a rocket launcher and finish it off what health he had left, and I earned an S rank on that mission. That is disappointing. I was expecting a much harder and more difficult boss fight. The boss fight I did find more difficult was the quiet fight, the one where you have a sniper duel with her. This battle reminded me a lot of the battle you had with Sniper Wolf in Metal Gear Solid 1. Just trying to locate Quiet and shoot her before she shoots you. It's fantastic. The adrenaline, the rush. However, like all good things, with the internet, I learned you could just drop 2 supply drops on her head after locating her, and that's it. The fight's over with. That's what makes this game so great. It's the fact that you could approach even the bosses with multiple choices, multiple methods, just to beat them. It's incredible. That's what makes this game great. Speaking of which, let's hop onto the pros. Pro number 1. Building your base. To do this, you futon enemies, vehicles, items, weapons, animals, etc. And as you do this, you build up your private army. And as your private army gets bigger, your rank in RD, medical, combat, it goes up, allowing you to build better items, weapons, and, well, pretty much anything you think of, even sneaking suits. It's fantastic, and you can take any of these items, any of these weapons, on any mission you want in the game. It's literally your choice. It's incredible. Pro number 2. Any mission in this game can be approached a multitude of ways. If you want to do it at night and be sneaky, take a puff of your Phantom cigar and fast forward time till you're ready to do it. Be sneaky, stealthy, or if you just want to be a dick, you just drop a tank and go all out and just blow everything up. Or if you feel like you want to be creative, you can take one of the game's buddies with you and go all out. Speaking of buddies, the buddy system. You can use D-Dog, which sniffs out plants and enemies, and heck, he can even go in there and kill a few enemies for you. Then there's D-Horse, which allows you to travel faster on the map. And of course, there's a controversial Quiet, with her cute looks and her amazing boobs. No, god damn it! She is not a sex symbol. God damn it! Is there a reason why she dresses like a cosplayer at an anime convention? Yes. Is it good? No. It's actually quite poor. But if you like to watch a girl that's fully naked and enjoy her assets, oh, I needed that. To be honest, she's probably one of the best buddies in the game. She could go and scout a specific area for you and locate all the enemies on the map, and then you can have her just slowly snipe them out for you or cover you when you try to sneak in there. It's great. The only downside is if there's anybody hiding in the buildings, she can't, pinpoint them on the map. So you have to wait till they run out. But that's no big deal because by the time they run out, she can snipe them. Done over with. Best buddy in the game. Right there, Quiet. And it's not because of her boobs. It might be a little bit about her boobs. It's mostly about her ass. Don't judge me. Bonus cons. Missions do become repetitive. They're mostly just anywhere from saving someone, collecting a specific item, or a specific vehicle, or taking out a specific target. It does get very repetitive. In fact, Chapter 2 is even more repetitive than Chapter 1, because it's basically just the same missions, just higher difficulty. It gets really boring. Let's not forget about the skulls. When these bad boys are first introduced, they are terrifying. Yet you only fight them like 4 times in the whole game. In fact, one of those is a must-fight battle. A must-fight battle. And by then, you have some of the best equipment and weapons at your disposal. It's quite easy. Why didn't Skullface, summon them doing Metal Gear? You know how cool it would be to fight Metal Gear and the Skulls at the same time? It'd be a great challenge. Why not? There is one sad truth about the game. It wasn't fully released. In fact, there was supposed to be a Chapter 3 named Peace. And even worse was the fact that there was a collector's edition, which included a preview of Mission 51 at 30% completed. Not sure if Kojima's falling out with Konami had anything to do with this, but it makes you kind of wonder. It's actually quite sad. I mean, if the game was given a few more months, maybe it would have got a better, satisfying ending. But not that you're wrong, there's still a pretty good ending. It just could have meant a lot more if given more time. Yes, there's quite a few cons. However, the game is not, completely destroyed because of those. It's actually fantastic. You could tell that Kojima and his team worked more specifically on the gameplay, and it shows. It's incredible. That's why I give this game a 9.5 out of 10. It's not entirely perfect, but it definitely shows that it could have been perfect, and it should be part of anybody's PlayStation 4 collection. And this is coming from someone who played the first Metal Gear Solid game on a PlayStation 1 demo. I'm Sacred Double D's, and I'll be seeing you next time. Or if there is a next time.
So, I watched this video a little while ago about Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer and being done, not done, but finally being started. And I'm really upset. Pissed off, angry.